Now, I do have a couple of common questions as they come up, Nick, that I'd like to kind of run through,
Sure.
and maybe we can help some of our potential clients answer some of these questions that they might be thinking when they're watching this video. First is, some folks always ask me, I know they ask you too, and just ask other individuals that might be interested. How long does the process typically take? The average process. I know there's some exceptions to that rule, but what would you say the average time frame?
Depending on how many of our services they use, that range is anywhere from, the estate sale, depending on what they've got and where they're at. So we work around your schedule. So that is a tough question to answer and be the same every time.
Come on, Nick, our viewers want the answer.
So let me tell you, one day, right? Not true. What it would actually, generally, within a week or so, we've got an assessment of everything that we need. So we need to do an assessment of the property. We need to assess what we have in it to sell. We need to assess what the house needs, remodeling, repairs, all that kind of good stuff. And then to also see how Brandon is going to market it. But that process takes generally about a week to assess everything. And then it takes about another week to 2 weeks, depending on how we do the sale. So we have to have time to market the sale. We have to have time to do that in order to make as much as we can. Can we do it quicker? We could. We're going to have to go through a quicker process, which means less money in your pocket on the sale of those items. So there are quicker ways to do it. We don't mind taking the little longer way, which is just a couple weeks, to go through all that, get the house empty, get everything bar-coded, and then off for auction. And then that way, then I can come in and do what I need to do. And like I tell everybody, renovations, repairs, regardless of what your house needs, I cover everything from the back curb to the back property line, and everything up to bottom, the top, back, front, whatever way you're going to go, I cover that property and everything within it. So landscaping and everything needs to look good enough to sell. So we're able to do all that in 2 to 4 weeks, regardless of its condition. So it's very rare that we get something that would take longer. If it did, it's in very, very, very dire straits. And this house that we're currently in, which we got sold immediately.
And mind you, I mean, you might not know the time frame of this, but it got sold immediately in the heart of winter.
Yes.
I mean, we're going into
Sure.
Christmas, so typically for folks that might not understand, the seasonality of selling property, in my experience, November, maybe the first or second weekend of November, really till about mid to end January, it literally is crickets with most homes.
Yeah.
But working with Nick, there's been many projects where we've gone live before or after Thanksgiving or in the midst of Christmas and ratified and sold. I mean, folks are moving in literally like 2 weeks before Christmas, right?
Right.
I mean, this is going to close, I think, next week.
Yeah.
And Christmas is the following week. So, his properties really do move, even when typically the market is not moving for most people. Sorry, I didn't mean to interject.
No, it's perfect. That's exactly right. There's a method to the madness, which I say, there's never not a buyer in the area. It's just that less buyers in the area. So I only need my product to look better than whatever else is on the market, and then I've got them. So I do that. So we call it a little bit of a cheat, but it's all a legitimate cheat as I go look at my competition. So we got competitors. Don't we want to know what our competitors look like if we're trying to be competitive? Absolutely. So we do that, and that's how I'm able to one-up everybody. And it does not cost that much more to one-up somebody in products.